Thank you for tuning to today's Tropical Atlantic Marine Weather Briefing on November 28, 2024, and this forecast is going to be valid through Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024. Here is an overview of what we are expecting over the next 5 days. We are expecting non-tropical cyclone formation in the next 5 days. Also, we are expecting no gale warning, so winds are going to be less than 34 knots. In terms of swell, we are expecting no very large swells in the next 5 days. Here is the latest surface analysis for Thursday, November 28 at 12C. And we have a cold front over the northwestern Gulf of Mexico. High pressure prevails elsewhere, and there is a cold front east of 50 west. And there is also a trough near the Caribbean with a low pressure along the eastern end of the Pacific monsoon trough, producing some showers in the Caribbean Sea. Here is the latest tropical weather outlook. We are expecting no tropical cyclone formation in the next 2 days, and the end of the hurricane season is going to be November 30. So in the next 48 hours, the hurricane season in the Atlantic will end. And here is the wind and wave forecast for the next 24 hours. The cold front will continue to move east-southeast, and on its wake, there's going to be fresh to strong winds, and there's also a chance that over the central Gulf of Mexico and over the southwestern winds can go as high as near gale force. Along with these winds, seas are going to build around 11 feet, and high pressure will continue to prevail across the Atlantic. Moving into Saturday, the 48-hour forecast, we will have a reinforcing cold front moving across the western Atlantic. A trough is going to develop over the western Gulf, and the fronts are going to continue to move east-southeast. Looking into Sunday forecast, then this front is going to become stationary, and then the reinforcing front they're going to merge together. As we go into Monday, then the stationary front is going to be probably around this area. This is beyond the 72-hour forecast, so we don't have surface pressures. But then another high pressure is going to build over the United States. So this is going to create a pressure gradient between the stationary front and the high pressure. So winds are going to be around fresh speeds. And looking into Tuesday, the 120 forecast hour, these winds are going to be between fresh to strong over the lee of Cuba and over the northwestern Caribbean as this high pressure continues to intensify, and then the pressure gradient with the stationary front. And here is a summary of what we are expecting over the next 5 days. There's no going to be a gale warning or no tropical cyclone formation. Winds are going to be less than 34 knots. Swells are going to be less than 12 feet. And the hurricane season is going to end on November 30th. And then, as I mentioned before, the cold front will continue to move across the Gulf of Mexico. Fresh to strong northerly winds are going to, and building seas are going to follow this front. And winds can be near gale force in the central and southwestern Gulf by Friday. And this front is forecast to become stationary over the western Atlantic, and fresh to strong winds are going to be back on Sunday night over the western Gulf, and the reinforcing front is going to merge with the stationary front over the western Atlantic. And this is all that we have for now. Thank you for listening, and our next briefing is going to be on Sunday, December 1st, 2024 by 5 p.m.